Let me share my screen. All right, if someone can just give me a head, like a thumbs up, that you can see this. Yes? Okay, cool. All right, guys, welcome to our kickoff call for new coaches. Now, whether you are a brand spanking new coach or you're someone who's like, okay, you know what, I'm going to make this business a priority, you are welcomed into this world. You're welcomed onto this team. And what I shared, on our retreat is that the cool thing about this business is that you can start and stop as many times as you possibly can. I don't want you to stop, but unfortunately, some of us have this couple days, couple months, couple years apart from our start date and our sign up date. For me, it was 2 years. Okay, so if you're one of those coaches who it's been a couple years and you're like, okay, then I'm gonna make it a priority, that's okay. What matters is that you're jumping in with both feet first and you're ready to take this business to the next level. Now, I'm really excited about our new coach training. We're bumping it down to 2 weeks, you guys, and it's up to you to stick in that group and actually do the things every single day. Like your health and fitness journey, if you've been a part of a challenge group, it's up to you to push play on your workouts. It's up to you to make your shakes. It's up to you to stick to the meal plan, right? And you get amazing results. But because of the challenge groups, because of your coach, you have that environment that supports you and challenges you to keep going, right? So we're going to get going. And so for those of you that don't know me, my name's Meg Kozlowski. I've been a coach for almost 10 years. The end of July will be 10 years. And I am a full-time coach. May will be 7 years of being a full-time coach, okay? So whether you're wanting to make this a hobby, you're wanting to make it a part-time, you want to make it a full-time, you can do that with this business, alrighty? So the first things first. Now, if you guys have seen these slides, stick to the end because I'm going to be going through your Success Club system tracker and tips on how to use it, okay? But we got to get through this stuff first because I think some of us need to either rehear it or relearn it or hear it for the first time to make May your best month yet, okay? So first things first, your main job is to focus on you. We cannot be good health coaches if we are not being proof the products work, okay? So you need to get to know the products. No, you don't have to do every single workout, but you do need to know about the different workouts and know what we have to offer as coaches, right? You gotta love the products. You gotta tell people about the products and the lifestyle so you're living that lifestyle. If you watched us on the retreat, yes, we were enjoying our ice cream, and I think some people had donuts as well, but we were also getting in our workouts as a group. We were also drinking our Shakeology. We were also doing our personal development. We were also getting in a hustle hour together as a team. We're living the lifestyle, okay? Number 4, help people. I gotta fix that typo. Help people change their lives with the products. Number 5, tell those people they can help other people change their lives with the products, okay? It really is that simple, you guys. Get to know the products, love the products, tell people about it because you're living the lifestyle, help people change their lives through the products, and then tell them they can do it too, okay? So keep it simple. Different resources, guys. Now, in the past, I've gone through your Coach Online office and really broke down like where to find everything. I'm going to do that in a video instead so that we can zoom through this quicker. Okay, so these are the different places that you can find resources. Your Coach Online office. So you would go to teambeachbody.com, you sign in, okay? Hopefully it'll go a little faster. And then you click Coach, okay, so it's going to pop up. Hopefully my computer will do it. And then Coach Office. Okay, so you click into that. Come on, internet. And then it'll have you log in again. I wish it didn't make you do that, but it does. And then you can see, guys, Monitor My Business is a tab that you're going to keep an eye on. Like I said, I'll have a video that goes through this, but Monitor My Business, your dashboard, and those business alerts right there are things that you're going to want to look at. Okay, so that's all we're going to go over right now. The other thing is our team page. So hopefully you're all a part of the new and improved Important Team Fit Addicted group. In that group, I share tips, tools, resources every single day. And that is like the working coaches on our team in that group. If you're not in that group, make sure you get in there, okay? You can also go to coachfaq.com and you can type in anything. Say you're looking up tips on Success Starter, or you're looking up information about Summit, or you're looking for information about 21-Day Fix Real Time. If you go to coachfaq.com and you type in whatever you're looking for, it's going to pull up a ton of resources. Okay? You can also go to YouTube and Google. If you're someone who is trying to learn Instagram, go to YouTube, type in Instagram tips, Beachbody Instagram tips. You're going to see and look for a training within the last couple months, okay? Because social media changes so quickly, okay? So look for one within like the last 2 months or less, and you'll see different trainings on there. If you're trying to up the amount of people that you're bringing onto your team, go to Beachbody Recruiting. You'll find tips on that and so forth. How to change your challenge groups so they're more fun. Type it in YouTube or Google. You're going to find tips, okay? So if you go to YouTube and Google, you're going to find things really quickly, okay? So those are the places that you can find resources. We also have National Wake Up Calls. That's Monday at, why is this all wrong right now? I'm sorry, you guys. It's 11 a.m. EST, okay? 11 a.m. EST are the Monday National Wake Up Calls, okay? The New Coach Mentorship, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. EST, okay? Now, be proof the products work. The 4 vital behaviors. You guys are going to hear these over and over again. And people always ask me, what's the secret sauce to being successful? These are the 4 vital behaviors, you guys. If you stay consistent with anything in your business, these are the things that you want to do, okay? I told you on our retreat, we were doing these things because those are the 4 things that are going to move your business forward. A lot of the other things are fluff. This stuff, you stay consistent with it, definitely for 3 or more months, you're going to see your business grow, okay? So being proof the product works. Do your workouts and drink your Shakeology. You're doing the performance line, do that as well. Share, connect, invite, follow up. We're going to go over that at the end, okay? Number 3, personal development. No one gets to skip personal development, okay? I was that coach that said, oh, I don't really need personal development. Everyone needs personal development. And the cool thing about this business and really multi-level marketing in general is that you're growing yourself into a better person, okay? Through personal development, through the products, that sort of stuff. But personal development has to be something you do at least 10 minutes a day. If you're someone who doesn't have time to read a book, I hate to sit down and read a book, you guys. I don't make a point to do it, so I'm listening to Audible, okay? So you can download stuff on iTunes and listen to it, books on iTunes as well as Audible, okay? That's an app that you can download books and listen to them anywhere. Get people results, okay? So get yourself results, then get your customer results, and get your coaches results, all right? So first goal as a new coach, you want to be able to help people get started with either a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct. So whether you are a brand new coach or you're someone restarting, you want to make this your goal every single month, you guys. Bare minimum, helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack or Shakeology. So many people are like, oh, do I really need to do that? You guys, Beachbody wants to see you succeed. They put these things in place to help you succeed. So don't try to outsmart Beachbody. I was the coach that was trying to outsmart Beachbody, and then when I finally listened to them, and I'm like, okay, bare minimum of 3 people helping every single month, I saw my income go up, I saw people start to trust me, I saw the relationships grow, and it became a lot more fun because I finally had clients that I got to work with that I saw them getting results. And it wasn't just me anymore, okay? So it does make it more fun when you have people to work with, right? That's why we all signed up as coaches. So start with your friends and your family as you grow your cold market. No, we're not going to tell you to push products on your family members and friends. Look for people who truly need this. My mom works as a social worker, and she has clients from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. She does not have time Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to work out. But you better believe she drinks her Shakeology every single morning so she gets her day started right so that she has some kind of nutritious meal at the beginning of her day, right? So that's one thing that I knew that will help my mom. My dad, he also needed it. His blood sugar is all over the place. And so we got him started on Shakeology as well. And they still do their walks. Every once in a while they'll do Beachbody On Demand, but I know I'm at least helping them with their nutrition, okay? So look for people who could benefit from what we have to offer, okay? If you achieve Success Club your first 3 months as a coach, you earn a free ticket to Summit. Because Summit is in July, which is 2 months away, you will be earning it if you start hitting it now, which I see Michaela's on here, and she earned her first month of Success Starters and is about to pop a baby out, you guys. Pretty amazing. But she will be earning it for next year, so she won't have to leave that baby, okay? So step 1, you guys, commit to doing a boot camp. Talk to your upline and see how they run their challenge groups or boot camps, okay? Boot camp, challenge group, same thing, okay? My new coaches can bring their clients into my challenge group and I run it for them. First month, I run it for them. Second month, we run it together. Third month, they can choose if they want to continue to run it together or start their own. Talk to your upline, see what they have to offer for you. These are 2 different examples of challenge group invites. Okay, so screenshot it, whatever you want to do to be able to see the wording on this. You'll see Britt has a little more of a story. Mine's a little more focused on the details of what a challenge group is going to do. Okay, so this is 2B Mindset. I think they're both 2B Mindset, honestly. But there's no right or wrong way to do it, you guys. Just share you. As long as you're speaking from your heart and you're truly trying to help people, there's no wrong way to put together a challenge group invite, okay? So your first invites, you guys, you want to become a conversation expert, okay? So your goal is to connect with 3 new people every single day, okay? Or 20 new people in a week. You're not reaching out to them to what we say close them, which means they say yes automatically right away. Don't set yourself up for failure, okay? You're going to get a lot of no's. I still get a lot of no's, you guys. But what happens is when people say no, it's because it's either not the right time for them or they don't have enough information about what you're doing. Don't get discouraged, okay? It just means that you need to build that relationship and that trust a little stronger. They need to continue on watching you on your journey, and eventually they're going to come back, okay? I've been in this business long enough to know that the people that were meant to work with me, they do eventually come back, okay? Be brief, be excited, and end every message with a call to action. So what we mean by that, CTA call to action, is asking them a question. Okay, you always want to end every single conversation that you're having with someone asking them a question, okay? Find their needs and fix the problem, okay? We have so many different programs and products, you guys. You might have people who love working out at the gym, but their nutrition is horrible. They could get the ultimate portion fix, drink Shakeology. Maybe they want the performance line with the pre and workout shakes and do their own workouts, but have the help with the nutrition or with 2B Mindset. You might have people who need the nutrition and the fitness. You might have people who are currently pregnant and they don't want to drink Shakeology, but they want the workouts. We have prenatal workouts that they can get started with, okay? Think of what their need is and fix that problem, okay? Recognize and welcome objections as part of the process. Don't freak out when people say, oh, it's too expensive. Oh my gosh, I don't have any time. What are the other common objections? Feel free to put them in the comments if you have them. I can't even think of any other ones. But there's a lot of different objections you'll get, you guys. And it's a part of the process. It's a chance for you to be able to educate the person a little more, okay? So if they're saying, I just don't have time, hey, guess what? We have 20-minute workouts, or we have a program that's only 4 days a week. If they're saying, I don't have the money, hey, how about we start you out with the 2-week free trial of Beachbody On Demand so you can try the workouts, see the value in it. Then hopefully after the 2 weeks, they'll want to bump up to a challenge pack, okay? Or to Beachbody On Demand for a year. You want to make sure that you're addressing their objections and helping them overcome them, okay? Use scripts. We have files. If you go to the file section, there is a Team Fit Addicted resource. What would you call it? Folder on Google that I put all of our team resources into. If you have not found that, if you go to the new and improved Important Team Fit Addicted group in the file section, it's there, okay? Follow up forever. You guys, there's people I talked to back in 2012, okay, so I've been a coach for a long time, even before that, but back in 2012, that are just now coming around, Okay. Now, I don't mean that it's going to take you that many years for people to come back around, but just know that there's people who I talked to years ago that it has taken them that long. There's people who I talked to last week that are finally ready. Okay. So it's going to be different for people at different points of their life. Okay. Examples of what to do at the end of this, so don't hop off. Okay. So don't be afraid of the cost. We have amazing value, you guys. If you look at what we offer compared to the gym that isn't going to have anyone checking on them. You know, I had a Planet Fitness membership back in 2013 when I broke my wrist. And I didn't have one person check in on me to see if I was coming into the gym. And guess what? I think I went once. I went once and said I did my Beachbody workouts at home. And they just took my money. Okay, they just took my money. They didn't care if I showed up or not. As a coach, it's our job to check in on our challengers if they're not checking to the challenge groups and saying, hey, what's going on? How can I help you get back on track? Okay, so don't be afraid of the cost. They get you. They get you. They get the workouts. They get the nutrition. They get the performance line or Shakeology. Amazing value. Okay, don't send them your link right away. Okay, so your link should not be sent to people until they say, yes, I want in. I want in. I want to join you. And then you can either use the share cart or you can use the coach codes. We'll go over that in the new coach group. Don't show up and throw up. Okay, so kind of back to what I was saying right here with being brief and excited and with a call to action. You want to be very brief, okay? Behind like your social media, I remember this saying that stuck with me so strongly. Your social media is where you get to be interesting, okay? That's pulling people in through your social media posts and sharing your journey. Behind the scenes and the messages, that's where you are there to be interested, okay? Asking them questions. Not saying this is what it's doing for me. You're focused on them and helping them, asking them questions. The more questions that you ask, the better you can help them, okay? Coach Karma. Okay, so some of you guys come in with really good Coach Karma, others not so much. And that's okay. I had horrible Coach Karma. I was and it's not even that you're taking from people, but it just means that, you know, if you come in with bad Coach Karma, it means that you might need to work on yourself a little bit, which was me, okay, and focused on helping other people. If you come in with good Coach Karma, that means you are a very giving person, okay, meaning people trust you, they love you, you are that person that would go out and do anything for anyone. And so when you start your challenge group or you start talking to people about coaching or you've already been sharing your journey, more people are going to be open to saying yes. There is no right or wrong way, you guys. Just know that this is a real thing. Coach Karma is a real thing. And don't compare your journey to someone else's, okay? So if you have someone on the team that takes off really fast and maybe you haven't quite yet, it just means you need to work on yourself a little bit more and be a little more giving, and you'll get there too, okay? So the coaches who succeed in this business are the ones who never give up. Whether it's been really easy start for you or a really slow start for you, if you don't give up, you're going to succeed. All right, so we said our first goal was hitting Success Club, right? Helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct. The second goal is hitting Emerald, okay? So you see, you know, we got Coach, Active Emerald, and then you see Ruby and Diamond, which we will go to, okay? But not quite yet. The first goal is Active Emerald. 2 personally sponsored coaches underneath you. If you are someone who wants to hit the ground running, okay? And I'm hoping, you know, I see 42 people, 41 minus me on here. You should make it a goal to help 2 people get started as coaches underneath you within 2 days, okay? If that's a goal of yours, reach out to your upline coach and they'll help you, okay? If not, reach out to me. Sharing your journey on social media. You're a coach, okay? But that's not all about you. I've seen quite a few people, not on our team, but people on other teams that, you know, are following me, and I'll click and be like, oh, is this the coach? And I look and it's like, Beachbody coach plastered, right? And it's like, even me being a Beachbody coach, I'm like, ooh, like you are screaming Beachbody coach. And we live in a world where people are automatically turned off by that stuff, right? And we could probably all say we have friends and family members that sell other products, and we're like, oh man, like, you're too salesy, right? None of us want to be salesy, right? We want to be able to inspire people and help people. By doing that, focus on you, still be you, still share you. You'll see that, Britt, Allison, and I are all very different. I'm currently pregnant with my second child, okay? So you're going to see a lot of mommy stuff. You're going to see my pregnant belly, and you're going to see that that's what I share a lot about on my journey. I also have thyroid issues, so I post a lot about that. Allison, also a very different journey. She's a newlywed. She likes to travel. I hate to travel. Okay, so you won't see me post too much about that. But she loves to travel. She's paying off debt right now. So like their focus is paying off debt and moving to Colorado. She has also, just had her breast implants removed. So she's sharing that. Brittany, another different journey. She's a mom of 4, okay? A mom of 4 who is sharing how to run a business with 4 little ones running around her. We all have different journeys. We're all sharing our journeys in a different way, but the thing that makes us all the same is that we're all sharing what we're doing through coaching, okay, and what coaching is doing for us. So remember the things that make you, you. Continue to share those things and weave the coaching and the Beachbody type of stuff into that, okay? So you want to make sure before you post, is it going to stop people scroll? Okay, so if you look at these posts, hopefully you'd say that you'd stop and scroll, right? There's pictures that catch your eye. You want to make sure your pictures are scroll stopping, okay? Now, this is also very embarrassing to share. I was not doing things so right at the beginning, okay? And social media was a different platform. If you see this right here, it's very salesy with the 21-day fix, the containers, my website on there. There's so many things wrong with this post. Do not do something like that, okay? Back in 2014, you might think, wow, 48 likes and 24 comments. Wow, that's pretty cool. Guys, they were all coaches. It was all coaches on our team supporting me, okay? It really wasn't that I had 24 people interested in joining me, okay? So that's a little, okay? Do not do something like the top one. We want you guys to be sharing your journey, having an eye-catching picture, making sure that you're not saying that you have to wear a bikini, okay? But making it personalized, sharing a story, and making sure that you're sharing your journey. And that's going to catch people's attention a lot more, okay? So just a little bit of difference between the two. And if you've done a post like this before, it's okay. We forgive you. I've done them too. I've probably had many, many, many of them. That's okay. Leave it in the past. Focus on the second one. Okay, so guys, we're going to talk about what helping 3 people for the next 3 months would do for you income-wise. Okay, so if you look at this, and I'm not going to go through this in detail, but if you look at this, if you help 3 people get started with a challenge pack this month, so I know that it's April 29th, you could totally help 3 people tomorrow if you were committed to growing your business, okay? Yes, it's going to take hustle. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take talking to a lot of, well, probably 20 or 30 people tomorrow or tonight about working with you, okay? That's usually the numbers. Out of 10 people you talk to, 1 to 2 will say yes. And you could make it happen. I've seen it happen, you guys. That would be $150 in your paycheck. How nice would that be, right? $150. If you're like, Meg, I want to make May 1st the start. Okay, let's help 3 people in May, $150. The next month, if they stay on Shakeology Home Direct and you continue to help them on their journey, and that's the focus, you guys. You don't want to bring people in and then they quit. You want to help them on their journey to continue to see results and feel good, right? The way that you are. So you would get commission from the previous 3, you would get $96. You bring 3 new people in, that's $150. That's $246 for month 2, okay? Right? I think, yeah. Okay. Then month 3, same thing, you guys. You're keeping those 6 customers on from month 1 and 2, okay, $192. And then you bring 3 new people on, another $150. That's almost $400 for month 3, okay? And just under $800 in 3 months. How many of you, and I would love to see in the comments, what would you do with $800 in 3 months? What would that do for you? What would that do for you? What would it do for your family? What would it do for paying off debt? Tell us, okay? Don't be afraid to say that or see that, because I really want to see what that would do for you, okay? All right, so what's next? So please, and I think the majority of you guys are in here, if you are starting over your business or you're a brand new coach, hop into this group. Okay, facebook.com/groups, New Coach Mentorship 2019. It's going to be our 2-week group. It's not 4 weeks, it's 2 weeks for you to commit and focus on doing the vital behaviors with us every single day. Okay? The next one, commit to a program. If you've been wishy-washy, and we can all admit when we've been wishy-washy, right? We're like, man, I'm not seeing the results that I want to see. If you can commit, you guys, to a program, and I would suggest 21 Day Fix Extreme or 21 Day Fix, or I'm trying to think what else, Shift Shop, something that's like 3 weeks that you can commit and get some quick results, and start sharing that on your social media. That's going to get you some quick wins to be able to share your journey in May and get people started as well, because people want to work with people who are committed. Okay, so commit to your program, commit to your shake, commit to your personal development. If you haven't chosen a personal development book, I highly suggest The Compound Effect, okay? Especially if you're someone who has issues with consistency. That book by Darren Hardy is a game changer. When I read that book, that's actually one of the first books I read. It was what kind of sparked my business, okay, back all the way in 2011. Okay, so begin sharing your journey. Don't overthink it, you guys. I know it's uncomfortable. I know when if I looked back at my posts from like 2011, 2010, when I really started sharing my journey, really uncomfortable, really awkward, okay? Now, you might see me post my big belly in a bathing suit, right? And think, how does she have the courage to share that? It's been a long process, okay? And at this point, I don't even think twice about it. But you'll get there too. And I'm not saying that you have to post bikini posts, but I'm saying you have to start. And the more that you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get. It's like riding a bike, okay? So that first you're going to feel kind of awkward, you're going to feel uncomfortable, and then eventually it just becomes part of who you are, okay? Don't wait until you feel ready. That is a mistake I see a lot of new coaches do. They say, I need to get through the training first, or I need to get through a program first, whatever, before they start inviting people. And then the month is over and you're like, I haven't helped anyone, right? Or I still haven't learned everything. You guys, I've been a coach for almost 10 years and I still don't know all the answers. I still Google things. I still go to the Coach FAQ because there's so much information out there. The only way to succeed in this business is to just get your feet wet and go for it. Don't get overwhelmed, okay? It is normal to feel overwhelmed. It's very normal to feel overwhelmed because there's a lot of information out there, you guys. But if we can help you simplify, and I'll share what to do at the end, and just focus on one conversation, one goal every single day, that's all that matters, okay? So what's next, you guys? This is something that I want you guys to screenshot. I want you to do this by tomorrow night, especially if you're someone who wants to get your business going, okay? I want you to make a list of 15 people, your dirt list, people who are friends, family members, coworkers that know you, love you, trust you. Okay, so on my list were my best friends from college, my roommate, my mom, my dad, I didn't have Kirk at the time, so I didn't have a boyfriend, people who I was working with who were close friends of mine. And I had them on my list because they knew me, they trusted me, they loved me, okay? Think about like something that you love. Like for instance, I just tried Lime Life lipstick. I'm obsessed with it. It's not on right now, but I'm obsessed with that. I'm like, I'm not even a Lime Life rep, and I would talk about their makeup till I was blue in the face because I love their makeup. I love that it's gluten-free. I love that it doesn't make my face feel greasy, okay? Same thing with this coaching thing. When you love something, you want to share it no matter what, right? And those people who know you, love you, trust you are going to trust you, okay? So by tomorrow night, I want you to send out these coaching invites. Coaching challenge group. Okay, so on your list of 15, I want you to put next to it, coach prospect, challenge group prospect. Now, coach prospects don't have to be people who are obsessed with working out, okay? Just look for someone who's a good person, someone who you would want to work with, okay? So now we're going to move on to the next section, you guys, and I'm going to fly through this. So if you have questions, make sure you pop them up. Oh, my baby, tell me she's not little anymore, so that we can get through it quickly. Come on, open up. All right. Hopefully you guys can see this. So you should all have this printed out. This is your Success Club system tracker, okay? Now, I've heard some people say they laminate this, which I think is genius. They laminate it so that they can use this with a dry erase marker, is that what they're called, every single week, okay? So you can go through and just cross things off, and then you don't have to keep printing it out. Me, I am not good for the environment. I use pen and paper, and I print one every single week. Probably should switch over to dry erase board. So this one, self-explanatory. We already talked about it in the new coach group. You should be working out and drinking your Shakeology. Look, you guys, it's at the top. So you can get quick wins at the beginning of the day. Who likes to be a to-do list person and cross things off? You get 2 wins right there. Do your workout, drink your Shakeology. Now, you guys, as we move through this, know that these things all flow together, okay? So if you work out and you drink your Shakeology, guess what? You can come down to under 2, where it says workout clips, product use, under Instagram and Facebook story throughout the day. And you can post something on your Instagram stories about your workout. If you're not comfortable with workout clips quite yet, it can just be a workout picture, okay? And then product use, just show your Shakeology, okay? And you don't call it Shakeology, but you could do a boomerang of you drinking your shake, or a boomerang of you mixing up your Energize, or just a picture of your Energize, or whatever, you guys. Do that consistently. You might think that you're annoying people. Guess what? People thrive off of consistency. Majority of people are not consistent. So if they see you do this every single day, they're going to want to work with you. I just had someone message me earlier that said, you know what? I don't know anyone who's more consistent than you are. And I've had people talk to me about these workouts over and over and over again, which I've talked to her about it too. But I want to work with you because I've seen you stay consistent. Okay, it's right there, you guys. In my head, I might think, oh my God, I annoy people sharing my stuff every day. They're watching, okay? They're craving that consistency. So make sure that when you get your workout and drink your Shakeology, not only can you post something on your Instagram and Facebook stories, which is the same thing, okay? You can use the same stories for your Facebook stories and your Instagram stories. Don't double up the work. But you can also, under 2, do a social media post that showcases the benefit of your healthy lifestyle, okay? So you could, while you're working out or while you're drinking your Shakeology, take that picture, do a post about it on Instagram and Facebook. It can be the same post, okay? Cross off that on your to-do list, go down, put it into your Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and you're doubling up, okay? It's like you're double dipping with just doing a workout and Shakeology in the morning and saving yourself time. How cool is that, right? The other part of that, you guys, is that, challenge group. So if you, hopefully you're all part of a challenge group, that same workout picture and Shakeology picture can go into your challenge groups under number 3. And you're sharing with people, hey, I got my workout in, I drank my Shakeology. How many things right there were you able to cross off just by doing your workout and drinking your Shakeology in the morning, right? That's a big chunk of the to-do list right there. The other part of it, you guys, initiating connections and adding followers. As a brand new coach, you want to focus on people who know you, love you, trust you. I told you to create a list of 15. We're going to also be having you create a list of 85 more people in the group, okay? So start with the 15, and then we're going to work up to 100 people. Look at your Facebook friends. Look at your contact list in your phone. Look at your email contact list. Look at the people that you work with. Look at the people who are friends with your spouse, right? Like I found quite a few coaches on my team just by looking at the friends that, the cute girls that worked that sounds wrong, the cute girls. The girls who went to high school with my husband, because we went to different high schools. And also college. So looking through his friends and saying, okay, they're basically are my friends too, because he's my spouse. Okay, so look through that stuff. Add those to your list of 100, but initiate connections, add followers. As a brand new coach, to initiate connections, don't overthink this, okay? Don't message people and say, hey, I'm a new business builder and I'm creating this Beachbody business and I can't wait to get you started on your health and fitness journey. Would you want to join my group? No. Okay? I want you to reach out to people and actually make connections with them. Look at their social media. I would go through my Facebook friends and start with A, okay? Or start with people you work with or whatever, you guys. And I would say, what if they posted about in the last couple days? Let me message them off of one of those things, okay? Adding followers. That's another part as a brand new coach that you want to start doing. We'll talk about it in the group. But a quick way to do that, you guys, is to go onto your Instagram or Facebook and look through friends of friends. So your spouse. I would go in and I would make it a point, 3 to 5 new followers that you're adding to your network every single day. I would look through Kirk, my spouse's friends, and say, okay, who are 3 to 5 people who have things in common with me? And after I get through my husband, okay, let me look at my sister's friends. Who are 3 to 5 people that I know that I'm not friends with? Okay, now I'm going to go to someone I went to high school with. Who are 3 to 5 people I went to high school with that I'm not friends with on here? Or college, or work, or whatever. Get my point? Yeah? Okay. So that would be 20 minutes, you guys, that you're spent doing that every single day. Simple enough, right? The other part of this, you guys, is going on and responding back to people who comment on your posts. So if we went to, and I'm going to show you guys this right now. Let's see. I have a ton of tabs open, so don't judge me. So if we go here, I would go back to the people who commented on my post. Okay, so if you notice, majority of the time I try to do as best as I can, you'll see I comment back to every single person who comments on my post. Not only does that boost my post into more people's newsfeed, okay? So the way that social media works is when you comment, that Facebook's gonna say, okay, we're gonna push your post into more people's newsfeeds. But it's also helping them trust you, love you, like you, right? You're taking the time to respond back to them. And we live in a world where not a lot of people do that, okay? So that's a big part of your to-do list right here, is every single day just going back and liking and commenting on the people who have taken the time to like and comment on your stuff, okay? The next part, you guys, inviting to a challenge group. So I gave you guys some scripts right before we hopped in here. And I said, I want you guys to send this to 15 people, right? We want you to do this to 5 people every single day after you get through those 15. While we do the new coach group with you, the new coach mentorship, it's expected of you Monday through Friday, or at least 5 days a week. If you have to take a Wednesday off, then use Saturday or Sunday to do it, okay? And commit to this, you guys, to invite 5 people every single day, either to a challenge group or coaching. You get to decide what you invite to, and we'll be giving you guys more tips in the group on how to do this, a little more detail, but commit to that, okay? So you would write, I'm gonna invite 5 people. Now, if you are someone who wants to quit your job, and you're like, I have a time frame, I have 6 months, and I want out. I want to be out of that job, or I want to pay off debt, or I want to do whatever. You can take that number 5 and multiply it by 2. So you're doing 10 a day, or 15 a day, or I don't know, some people do 20, 25, 30, 40, 50. I've seen some people even do 16 a day. Some of you might be like, holy crap, I could never do that. Don't think that way, okay? Start with 5 and work your way up. But the more that you talk to, like the more people you talk to, the higher the percentage of people who say yes, okay? It makes sense. So that's another part of it, you guys, is that you're inviting through one-on-one messages, like those messages that I gave you, okay? Following up. Guys, you're going to learn this, but you have to follow up with people. And what I mean by that is, say that you invite someone to a challenge group, okay? And you send them a message, you get your courage up to do it, right? And you see that they have seen the message and they don't reply back. Oh, you guys, I see that all the time. It happens to me on a daily basis, many times a day, okay? I used to get really, really offended, or I would think, oh my God, I suck, right? You got to detach yourself from the outcome, you guys. We live in such a busy world that I've had to shift my mindset to think, how many times do I open it? And you can probably all say this too, right? How many times do I open a text message or open a message on Facebook and then I get distracted by my child, or I get distracted by the light changing, right? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to reply back like 3 days later. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to reply back to my mom or my sister or so-and-so. I need to respond back to them. That's happening all the time, you guys. So assume if someone saw your message that you need to follow up with them if they don't reply back. So my first message back, and maybe you guys have gotten this message from me, is, hey, I hope I didn't offend you with my last message. That was not my intention. That's my follow-up message if someone ignores me, okay? And majority of the time people reply back because they say, oh my God, I was so busy, or I was at work, and they didn't know that they could mark their message on red and go back to it. Maybe some of you guys don't know that you can just swipe and mark it on red. So always follow up with people. It was, I heard it somewhere that you have to talk to someone 7 to 10 times before they say yes. So get that in your head now, you guys, as a brand new coach, and know that you're not going to have a lot of people say yes right away. That's okay. That's normal. You are normal, okay? But those people are usually the ones that come back in the months ahead, okay? You are going to have a few people who say yes earlier on than 7 to 10, but that's usually the ratio, okay? So don't get stressed out about it. Don't get upset, but know that you need to follow up. And we will be giving you guys scripts in the new coach group on how to follow up. Number 3, well, first let me say, number 2, do not skip this section, you guys. Do not skip this section. That should be something you do every single day if you're wanting your business to grow. Okay, now I'll be honest, there's some days where I don't get a healthy meal in. Like, I actually eat a healthy meal, but my meals don't look the best. That's okay, okay? If you don't fill out everything here, make sure you're doing the invites and the follow-ups, but say that you miss 1 or 2 things, it's not the end of the world, okay? Just the next day, try to do better, okay? Because we're all learning. 3, contributing to your challenge group. We talked about that already. Recognizing achievement at the beginning. As a brand new coach, you're probably like, I have no one to recognize, right? Recognize yourself. Recognize other coaches on the team that you see doing well, okay? Recognize, if you go to Carl Deichler or Shakeology or 2B Mindset or any of the trainers, you'll see them sharing people's before and afters. Grab those before and afters and say, I am so proud of Ashley C. or Sarah C. And don't make it look like that's your customer, but just say, like, look at the amazing results she got from the workouts that I am behind now, okay? And just recognizing other people's achievements, okay? Responding to questions from customers and coaches. So what this is, you guys, and this is the way that I run my business, is that I have messages on Facebook, which all of you guys do as well as messages on Instagram, okay? So those should be the 2 main areas that you're looking at messages from people. I make it a point Monday through Friday to get through every single message that I have once a day, okay? You don't have to be replying back to people all day, every day. Do not fall into that trap, because you will be on your phone all the time, and your spouse will not be very happy about that, okay? So once a day, make it through all of those messages. And after that, at the end of the day, I wrap it up and I look and I say, okay, is there anyone who needs to get another message back from me? Very quickly scan through. I don't go all the way back through them again, but I look for maybe someone I was talking to about a challenge group or coaching to make sure I didn't miss anything and I got them the right information, and then I close it down, okay? So once a day, get through those messages. Last thing, you guys, and this really should be towards the top, is your personal development. So make sure that you're doing your personal development every single day. It says 15 minutes here. You can go for 15 minutes. That's amazing. Another way to fit in personal development, you guys, is, like I said, Audible. If you're someone who has a big commute to work, 10, 15, 20-minute commute or more to work, Audible does not run off of data, okay? So you can listen to it in the car with a book that you already have down and downloaded, and even the National Wake Up Call. There's podcasts that you can listen to. Listen to it on the way to and from work. So you're multitasking. You get 2 things done at the price of 1, right? Love when I'm able to do that, because, like I said, I'm a to-do list person. So if you look at this, you guys, out of all of these things that you do in a day, this is ridiculously simple. Okay, it's ridiculously simple. If you can hold yourself accountable to making sure that you do a little check mark in all of these areas, Monday through Friday, within 60 to 90 days, you're going to look back and you're going to say, holy moly, my business has grown. I'm not going to say that you're going to be making $1 million, because you're not. That's not realistic. But you are going to be making that $800 in 3 months. okay? Because you're going to be doing the things that you need to do on a daily basis, okay? And at the bottom, you guys, it lets you check off all of these numbers. Where are you at Success Club point-wise? How many new coaches have you brought in? How many new challengers, which is basically your Success Club points, and then number of new followers, okay? Keep yourself accountable to this area right here, because if you're doing this, if you're doing all of these, okay, up here, you're going to see these numbers change. Not the first week, okay? The first week you might have that you're doing this tracker, first week or two, you might just see your number of followers are going up, okay? And then week 3 or 4, all of a sudden you start seeing some challengers or some coaches, and you'll see your Success Club points go up. That's what we want to see, okay? You'll also see on the back of this, many of you guys ask me how to track. This is all right here. You can track who you're talking to. So when you're going through and you're inviting people to coaching or a challenge group, you get to track it all right here, you guys. I would suggest, like I said, printing these out and putting it in a binder. So if you're not laminating it, put it in a binder so that you can have, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, a whole year worth of trackers that you can go back to and have all the names right here. Okay, it just keeps things very simple for you. You don't have to create an Excel sheet to track people. You don't have to buy a program that tracks people for you. It's all right here. Everything you need is right here. Okay, so questions, you guys. Let's see. I'll stop sharing. Oh, 55 comments. Okay, let me see. Oh no, am I frozen still? Someone tell me I'm not frozen. I hope that I'm not frozen. Oh no, I see everyone saying I'm frozen. You guys, am I still frozen? Can you hear me? Someone give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, I don't know how long I was frozen. Hopefully.
So Meg, we could hear you, but just couldn't see your slides.
Oh, you couldn't see the, it's not a slide. Oh, you couldn't see like the actual slides? Ah, okay. So
no, like after a certain point, it froze.
I love technology, you guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my slides into the file section of the new and improved Important Team Get Addicted group. So you guys can go in there and grab everything, okay? So I basically talked you guys through the entire thing, but you can go back and look at the slides, okay? And hopefully you guys were able to see, as long as you could hear me, that's all that matters. You were not just the screens you're trying. Okay, that's all that matters. As long as you could hear me, that's all that matters. All right, guys, I don't know if you guys have any questions. Let me see if anyone commented about what $800. Oh my God, everyone's like, oh my God, it's frozen. Sorry, you guys, I can't look at stuff when I'm talking. Is this signing them up as customers? I think signing them up as coaches, the numbers would be different. Chris, I don't really know what you mean. If they're customers or coaches with a challenge pack or Shakeology Home Direct to get 2 points. I think that's what she's saying. But anyways, you guys, I see paying off debt. I see, let's see. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I did see quite a few paying off debt. I love that. Save for my wedding, go on vacation. Yeah, go on vacation with that money. I'm sure your family and your spouse would like that a lot. Okay, guys, so that's basically it. If you have not printed out the Success System Tracker, go get it, you guys, because, like I said, I've been in this for 10 years. And guess what? I use this every single freaking day. I took this to Florida with me while we were at our retreat, and I filled it out every single day because that's my job, okay? That's everything that you need to do in a day. You don't have to do anything that's not on that tracker every single day, okay? Literally spelling out how you succeed. Wouldn't you want to succeed, right? Yeah? Okay, so guys, have a wonderful night. I'm going to put the slides in the team group right after this. I'm sorry it froze. I don't know why it froze, but hopefully this was helpful.